Hey guys, this is Vril continuing our Crusader Kings 2 playthrough as House Ivaring. So we took over the Duchy of East Anglia in the last episode, and now we're still at war in the Sons of Lothbrok War for Lothian. Unfortunately, our brother, Halfdan Whiteshirt here in Jorvik, failed on his Sons of Lothbrok invasion of Northumbria, so we're dealing with those consequences at the moment. So we were sieging down here. I'm thinking we probably should go on the offensive here and deal with these stacks before they decide to merge up. Now, I did notice in between episodes that I had this plot to kill the Bishop of Iona, but we never actually auto-invited the plotters to this. So let's go ahead and do that. We can also call, and it looks like it's just all of our vassals. I'm not going to do that. We can raise a tribal army because we have 500 prestige. And of course, we've got some titles also in succession because of our favorite gavel kind succession laws. So that's not very good. Now, yeah, so let's go ahead and just follow one of these armies and see if we can wear them down a bit. See, yeah, so actually that one moved over, probably merging up there. Let's go ahead and take out this one by ourselves, I would say, and we're of course sieging. Did we finish that siege? Oh, okay, no, it just started up in Iona. Okay, let's head on over to Dale. Okay, so your experience in matters of war has increased, so let's see, we're going to probably focus on the light foot. Scotland is a bunch of hills, so that might be something to look at too. So rough terrain or light foot. All of our army is pretty much light foot. Very, very low anything else, so let's just look at here. Yeah, so we've got 5,000 light foot. Let's actually go ahead and focus on that. Okay, so we took down that army entirely. Now this could be interesting here. If we can get them trying to cross this strait on us, that could be good for us. Okay, they're going to go around though. That works though too. We'll be able to take them out. Before, let's just quickly, we're sieging this down really, really quickly. Yeah, so we won that siege. And we'll just attack this 3,000 stack. Just make sure we've got leaders on this army. So, Duke Burgred of Mercia has usurped the title of the County of Shrewsbury. Okay. I was worried for a moment. I saw that attacker that it was going down. It it got me really worried there. Okay, well, that's pretty good. We've already sieged this out. Let's just pursue them while they have low morale, even though we're going to do a river crossing there. Yeah, it took them all out, so looks like they're getting angry. And unfortunately, it looks like the Scotland has having a revolt here. That's what we wanted to take advantage of, but unfortunately we're in this war, so we can't take advantage of that at the moment. We'll see if that lasts longer once we're finished with this war. Maybe we can do something about that. So, Snorri's justice has brought peace in a troubled province. Okay, so we're glad to hear about that. Okay, so we do have this 3,000 stack. We'll keep an eye on that in Dale. And they're blinking out like crazy there. So Thorfinn of Rushen claims that he would be better marshal than... I bet he would be. But he is leading our troops, isn't he? Yeah, he is. But I think at this point, since we are... Although that's like a 5,000 stack now, so... Say give him a chance. Okay, getting a little worried here. It's a large stack. This stack is actually growing larger up here. We'll merge them when we can. Of course, they're trying to siege, and they are actually sieging. Does anybody see that? That's crazy blinking going on there. I don't know why that is happening. This must be something from the latest version. I'm running 2.4.4, I believe. So, I mean, they've patched the Horse Lord's patch quite a few times since it was released. So, co-conspirators have a massive pit of manure prepared. We'll see what happens with that bishop that we're trying to kill. He does have high intrigue, so it might be difficult. So we finished off these sieges. We'll move up to Dunbar. And success! We killed Bishop Fairdeck. Perished in the manure explosion. Good times. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and merge up our... Well... Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can merge this up. So... Thorfinn is telling us how he would be better again. Now, let's just say he is now my new marshal, and my son is not very good. He also needs to... We'll need a new commander. Let's see who we've got here. So if we got a new guy, or it's not a new guy, okay, Snorri, we knew about him. Let's have Stein, the mayor of Lynn. Just double checking that he is a Norseman. Don't want any Catholics leading our armies. That would be probably a recipe for disaster. Okay, so we are... Fortunately, we're going to need to probably just go ahead and take this army out. And then we'll merge up with this one. Not sure if he's really taking the best route here. Okay, now they decided to go to a different... Oh, that's bad. Okay. Let's attack, though. Yeah, that was why we should not be playing during a war on 4th speed, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so we should be... Okay, I mean, the most that we lost there were probably from that raiding party, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, at least we're finally merged up here. Let's make sure we have a better leader here. It's actually our marshal. Let's make him organize a raid. Everybody else has a job at this point. And make sure our better leader, I think Stein was better than that guy from the Isle of Man. So do we need to siege? Nothing down. They sieged back. Let's go ahead and siege out Dunbar like we were trying to do before, and then we'll probably try to swing back and take out this army when we can. And then we'll probably be about done with this war, because we're really only taking these 3 provinces here. They, of course, did siege out a couple of our provinces here, so maybe we will need to at least siege out some of them back, but we'll see once we're down. Okay, so somebody died here. Was that our... Not sure who that was. That was probably the guy from the Isle of Man. This, yeah, Kettle of Man died off, so... Figured he was the only commander that we were not using. We'll have our son, Guthfrith, I think, or Goodfrid, something like that, will be our other commander. Don't do very well when the characters are Norse kind of letters, so I do think that... Okay, so I think that is a TH sound, so Thornton, I believe, anyway, is no longer... So she died in childbirth. She was my lover at one point in time, but that child was probably not mine. Only the first child. This one's mine, but nobody knows that except me. Okay, so son was born, yeah, so in childbirth here, so Ivar is the name of the son. That works out. So court chaplain. can be chosen. This is a pretty good one here. Let's have them spread the faith in Argyle. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So they're going to head on over to Lothian. Let's see if we can take these guys out. Okay, they did get up to a 5,000 stack there. And their army isn't as... Well, they've got some light cavalry there, and we won. So that's good. Didn't siege anything out yet. We'll head on over to Teviotdale. That shouldn't take too long to siege, I wouldn't think, because it's already been sieged a couple times over. Do think, since we're not moving, I will bump up the speed back up to the 4th speed. Yeah, I think for future reference, I'm probably going to slow down the speed if I'm actually trying to make, military maneuvers with my units, and I'll take it down to 3, but otherwise I'll try to run it at 4. Okay, so we won that siege. We've got to siege out Melrose here. And they actually did kind of get back to a larger stack there. And, okay, we'll go ahead and take the smaller stack that you left behind. Take out everybody. And we'll move here to this province so that we're not crossing a river, I don't think. And we should be able to easily take this one out as well. And lately I've become afraid that someone might want to hurt me. I'm thinking about hiring two food tasters, and maybe a bodyguard would be a good idea. So I won't let fear rule my life. It is clear that all other people are friendly and want my best. I've gained a trusting trait. We can probably, speaking of all that, we can probably change our spymaster over to scheming now that we are no longer trying to kill that guy. Okay. So we just need to siege out Dunbar, I think. Maybe we should go ahead and split up this army and siege out Northumbria as well. Now let's make sure that we're sending the right army. Leave this one back. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're going to really muster too much more at this point. It's really too bad that Halfdan, my brother here, didn't win this Northumbria war, although, I don't know, maybe it'll be some advantage to us. We'll be able to take it for ourselves if we want, but we'll see. I mean, the main issue here is reforming the faith, and I can't imagine that any of these AI rulers over here, whether it's Sigurd Snake in the Eye or Bjorn, are going to be able to do that. So we're going to be stuck with Gavelkind for a while, which is not good, but we're going to have to deal with it. So Siege of Newcastle to 82%. Now, probably just about to... Okay, so we've got... What are they doing here? They're not able to actually siege that down, but here they are, and they're about to. I think that these sieges are going to go pretty quickly, though, being that it's the city. We just lost that, though. And this one is either a temple... Yeah, it's the temple. That'll go pretty quickly, I would think. Siege of Lindisfarne. Okay, so Siege of Stirling, that's a hostile siege, okay. I think once we're done with this one, we'll go ahead and remerge this armies and attack this army here. And that will probably be about done, I would say. I'm guessing, anyway. Have a righteous imprisonment. This is my son? What did he do? Maybe he's been plotting against me. Let's have a look. He wants to kill My favorite, my friend, he's not my friend, I don't know about that, but he's my better leader, so let's tell him to end that plot. Are we not doing that? Yeah, it's auto end plots. Okay, so we're attacking there. That's 90%. It's because they sieged back here in Teviot. Oh, okay, yeah, Teviot Dale. So Sigtrig should get married. That's because he... Actually, his wife had died, so let's see what we can do in terms of that. Let's look at what we can do. Let's look at ages, number one. Well, let's look at ranks. There's a priestess, Zagita, and Skara. Gita and Iona. That she's really good, so let's, in terms of her, she's not very good with the intrigue, but let's go ahead and marry her. She is a low born, but I think that's okay. Okay, so they got married, and we'll set a new chancellor, Bjorn. He's the chief of man. We'll go ahead and have him sow dissent down here. It looks like that war up here in Scotland, unfortunately, all finished up. So let's see if we can siege this out. We're up to 98%. That is 100% right there. Okay. So we will enforce our demands, get 500 prestige. Okay. So King Ælla of Northumbria, who killed her father. Unfortunately, we're not able to capture him. I think there's a flavor event for giving him the Blood Eagle, so unfortunately we were not able to do that. Okay, well, our domain is way too big at this point. It's only going to get bigger. Let's go ahead and put these troops away, the levies anyway. These event troops will stick around. I'm thinking to probably go ahead and do some raiding here, so first we need to put some new vassals in charge of the cities and the temples. And then we'll figure out from there what we might need to give something away. Don't really want to. I wonder if I can move my capital to someplace else, because this Sudrayar isn't all that great, but at the same time, this is probably with the ambition to become king of is not allowed to move capital outside the de jure kingdom. That's kind of a bug there. Okay. I guess we could probably move it to Lothian if we wanted to. But do we actually want to, being that it is... Let's just have a look here. Yeah, it is quite a bit better. Let's move our capital to Lothian. So making it your capital, tribal rulers can only do that once in their lifetime. I thought all rulers could do that only once in their lifetime. Okay. Alright, well... What else do we want to do here? Let's just go ahead and... Yeah, we've got a couple areas like here that we could probably give away to somebody. So I do have a daughter. Didn't even realize that. She's now old enough. Let's see if we can give away somebody that deserves it. Like... not seeing him, but I was going to say that, or I don't remember what his name was. Snorri. We could give it to Snorri, but I would just rather give it to somebody that's just in our court. This guy isn't my son or anything, so let's just give it to him. We'll give, not Northumberland, it's Norfolk. There it is. Give one of these away. We'll have some other titles to give away, so Bamberg. That is outside of my domain, I think. Let's have a look here. Chiefdom of Northumberland. Yeah, so I think that's that's in the Kingdom of England. I think this Teviotdale is... The name seems almost English, but it is Scotland. What about this one? Yeah, so it's also it's all the Duchy of Lothian, so that works out. Okay, well... You have quite a few troops here. We can probably declare war on anybody. I was almost thinking in a Europa Universalis way, where I'm like, I need to wait for my troops to rebuild my manpower, but certainly don't need to do any of that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and at the beginning of the next episode, we'll go ahead and start another war. Conquesting some more lands. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.